Hello everyone, welcome to my bush camp. We've got 2 full days out here. I've got lots of good food, and we're going to get some good relaxation done. Thank you for watching. Now it's been raining all week and everything looks good. I'll have to do a little patching, but from what I can tell, pretty much solid for the back wall. I stashed firewood back in here. The bottom pieces are a little soggy, but the top one's good. It's gonna be slow going this morning. It's all relaxation, all my time. Isn't it beautiful out here? You can see behind me. It's a nice piece. It's all pretty much wedged together. Well, that's good for now. Let's haul these back. Very nice hardwood here. Try to get it in the sun for you. These are the 2 branches we snapped off. Just going for smaller pieces. Good start. Got the hammock up. I've got to get to prepping food soon. My bench here is turned into a little workbench. Got everything laid out there. That works well. The hammock's right over there. Doubt you can see it. I've got some pork, some New York strip steak, red onion, and some peppers here. I want to start getting this prepped for a marinade. Knife's nice and sharp. That's nice. Now I'm going to put the remainder on ice. I have an ice pack with me. Nice. Now this is a lot of fat here, so I was going to try to... Well, we'll just leave it as is. There we go. There's our steak. Pop it right in there. Do green pepper slices. No method to my madness here. I'm just literally gonna cut slices like so. Like that. Some thinner ones. I could actually probably cut these in half, but we'll just do it like this. Let's see, just rip that guy right out. Big chunks here, nothing fancy. Just gonna chunk it up. Man, that knife is nice and sharp. Love it. Just peel that outer layer off there. So, get rid of that. That might be good for a stew if we want to do that with the fat. We'll see. I've got plenty of food on this trip. So then we'll just we'll do halves. It's gonna be a lot of onion, but that's okay. I really don't need all that much onion. Well, I do. But I'm going to set some of the smaller stuff aside here. Maybe we'll get a stew going with that. Off to the camera here. I'm just throwing extra pieces in. And you know what? Why don't we make up a little stew for tonight? Get that fatty piece out of there. The smaller pieces out. Bear with me while I find the... Here it is. Yeah, we'll put that in the stew. And we'll leave the center to this for the stew. Cut that in half. Put our onions in half here. Like so. And I've got pork for this too, so I'm running out of space. Yeah, we might have to cut down on a bunch of onion. It's okay, we'll get a stew out of it. Save that piece. Trying to save the smaller pieces. What's this down here? Yeah, that's good. Then we'll get our pork. Slice that up. Nice chunks of pork. We got a hefty amount of that. I probably should have made a better cutting board here, but whatever. We'll leave big old chunks of pork. There we go, a nice mixture there, packed right full. And I'm going to fill this to the brim with this is urban garlic marinade. And my hands are all greasy, of course. Try this. Get it right in that crease. There we go. And we'll just load it right up. Oh man, I'm a little wet in the stew. Look at that, a whole bottle of marinade in that. See that? I lost a little bit, but that's okay, we've got plenty. And I'm just gonna let this sit probably overnight with our ice pack. Need a spot to put my veggies. We'll just throw this in a stew. Got some fat in there. We'll get rid of that. Anyways, there's enough for a stew. Just gonna load this up with water and let it sit by the fire. We've got to build it back up. So there we go. Nice little stew for tonight. We'll set that right over there, a little closer to the coals for now. Just build that fire up a little bit there. Just poking around out in the woods, looking for a nice Y branch. Isn't it beautiful out here? I think I see a nice branch right over here. Ideally, I'd like to have something a little closer together, but I think this will do the trick here. Now this is green, so it's going to be probably a little tricky to cut with this saw. Oh, maybe not. Anyways, let's take this back, and we'll get the fork out of it right here. Okay. Just take the top of the tree off without spilling my food and coffee. The green small branches are actually the hardest to cut. Okay, maybe we're not going to get much of a cut. There we go. Okay, let's get these out of here before they get in the way. And now we're really going to have to work this branch, this fork down. What I did was cut with the saw right here, and I'm just trying to shave that off so it's much thinner. And that helps save some time. I think I'm going to actually work on this side too a little bit, same technique. Just saw that right off. Perfect, just like so. I need these to be super thin for what we're going to put on, and that helps a lot. So I'll finish cleaning this up here, and we'll get moving on. Okay, the reason I did all this so that we could get some salmon on. Now, I wanted to get skin, but I couldn't find any with skin. So I don't know how well this is going to work. We can continue to rig it as we go, but this is what I got for now. So we'll just hang those, we'll smoke these. Our stew is moving along nicely, nice and slow. I can see the pork is starting to whiten up, so that's looking good. Just a nice slow cook over that smoke, and that's a light heat right there. So they are actually going to cook and smoke, but they'll cook very slowly. I wanted to make a little smoke cabin, but that's what we've got for now. Just kicking back here. Still working on my coffee from this morning. And I'll probably reuse my coffee pouch. It's definitely kickback time for me. I've been doing a little more work than you see on camera, so probably go lay in the hammock for a little bit, think about putting the tarp back up, but mainly just kicking back, watching the fire, letting some stress go. But I can see that the salmon, it's definitely taking smoke very lightly. I don't know if you can see that smoke coming up through right up over that salmon there. That's what we want. Nice and slow like that all day. Might be a little too long, let's see. Perfect. Nothing fancy for steaks here. Just so it's not blunt tips. Just some cheap dried, I think it's oak, that I snapped up real quick. 5-pointed this time. As you can see, I don't know if you can see the bank line running that way, but it's up. Not really enough room in between these trees, but I made it work. That's what we've got. That's what we got. You can see the lean-to over there. The salmon smoking. Got a little awning here, I guess you could say. It's nice. Perfect. Yeah, that works. Nice little place to relax out of the sun if I want to lay in the hammock. So get tired of sitting on the bench all the time, you know. Let's go check on that salmon. Now it looks like the smoke is coming up this way. I did drop it in the coals. I wiped it off a little bit, but let's check on the heat level. Not bad. I'm just getting settled in. I'm starting to feel comfortable. Like I said, that little hammock and tarp setup over there. Let's take a look at the stew. take a look. Yeah, that's still got lots of time, but that's just what we want. It's only like 1 o'clock. I don't know, I've been out here for 5 hours or so. But yeah, doing good, enjoying myself. Just thought I'd chat to the camera a little bit. Not much else to do for setup. I got all of today, all of tonight, and all of tomorrow, guys. We're going to have an awesome time. Still lots to come. This forest is just littered with hardwood. I love it. Just going to take a little piece right here. Just get up on our firewood game, you know. Yeah, nice piece right there. Tons of firewood close by, I love it. We'll come back for more of this later. Looks like our stew's coming to a slight simmer there. That's good. Let's turn it around. Still got my coffee sitting over there too. Gonna add some beef bouillon cube to this. Just a little bit. It looks kind of funky. Oh no, that's just the wrapper. Had this in my pack for a while. It's just bouillon. Just gonna put a little piece in. And so we're at a slight simmer. I'm gonna back it off a little bit more. Look at that view out into the hot summer day. Oh yeah, this is so awesome, guys. Totally in my glory right now. You have no idea. It's just absolutely beautiful, silent birds here and there. You know, this is so comfortable right now. I'm supposed to get up and film, but I think I'm just gonna lay here some more. Alright, I'm gonna get up, see if my battery charged on the solar panel. Yeah, oh yeah, I needed a little rest. Oh, I don't want to get up. I don't have to. Oh, this is so nice, even with my legs down like this. Alright, let's go see if we got a green light on the battery. I doubt it. It hasn't been on that long, but let's check on it. It's catching lots of sun. Yeah. Oh no. Still a red light in there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. It's still red. We'll let it go. It's okay. We've got plenty of time. Look at that. Oh, I'm so glad I did it this way. It's dry to the touch. It's really starting to smoke. I added a little more bouillon and a little more water, but yeah. I'm so glad I did it over the open fire. It's still got a long time to go. I spread them out a little bit, but it's dry to the touch. It's really starting to smoke now. Oh, look at that setup. Light smoke rolling up through the salmon. Simmering a stew. It's looking good. Oh, that smells amazing. It's gonna sit there all day. Yeah. Perfect. Well, look at that. Fully charged. I know you can't see the green light, but it's fully charged. That's awesome. Endless battery life in the woods. Look at this thing. Soaking up the sun. I love it. Folds right up. Awesome. Another look at the salmon here. It's smoking nice. Although our smoldering logs are dying out, and I want to grab a little bit more firewood for tonight. We don't need the gloves for this. Just tried doing a live stream, and I tried scheduling one for a fireside chat. So we'll see how it goes. It was really spotty, and it won't save the schedule, but so I'll be on live stream at 7:50. I'm gonna try anyways. Anyways, let's get some more wood. Looks like some good hardwood here. This might do the trick. It's right behind the shelter, so I'll just grab some of this and see how it looks. Yeah. Some of this might be decent up through here. Let's take it. Maybe not. I don't know. I think that's no good. See what we got up here. Actually, this down looks good, this part. Yeah, there's a nice piece. That'll help. Some oak, I believe. That'll help us with the smoking of the salmon. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That'll help. I just wanted to get some good hardwood. Just want to let it smolder like that. Here's what we've got for hardwood. And I do want to give this guy a flip. See what she looks like. Okay, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it's getting there. It's smoking. That piece right there is ready to eat, the outer part. But we'll let it go like that for a while. It's going to let this smolder just like it has been all day. Let's take a look at our soup. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay, looking good. to get some smaller pieces for later. That'll do it. Smaller stuff to get the fire picked up once the food's done smoldering or smoking. Just want to be ready for nighttime. Might get a little bit more, but that's good for now. Yeah, take a look at this, man. It's like bright orange. It's not white fishy, it's smoky orange. It's really good looking. Now back to the hammocks for a little bit. I've got to be up front with you guys about something. You might have noticed that I've been away for quite a while, and that is because I checked myself into a rehabilitation program because I was drinking myself to death, and it got really, really bad, and I had to do something about it to stop. When I detoxed, I was having seizures. I was in the emergency room for 7 days, so I checked myself into a rehab. I was in the rehab for 90 days, and then I did just over a week on my own, staying in a hotel. I stayed with my aunt. You might have recalled the trip I did on my week out. It was a winter hammock and tarp camping trip. So I haven't been able to pull overnighters other than the day trips, so I hope that you understand, and I hope that you can forgive me for not doing the overnighters like we used to do. But the program I'm in now, they're very understanding. They're well aware of what I do. They granted me 2 days, today and tomorrow, and they said if everything goes smoothly, they'll grant me 3 days. So we'll have 3-day adventures. So that's what's been going on. I just really wanted to be up front with everybody. And, you know, it's been really, it's a big sacrifice for me. I live for this stuff, you know. So it's been hard. I feel like I've gone over the hump. I have 6 months sober now. I haven't touched a drink or any mind-altering substances in 6 months. Today's 6 months and 1 day, to be exact. So that's what's been going on. There will be more adventures. If I have to cut ties with the program for some reason in order to do that, I'm ready to do that. I've got my clean time in. There's plenty of group meetings that I can go to if I really need to. So yeah, that's that. I spilled the beans. That's what's been going on. Thanks for hearing me out and having understanding on that. Okay, a piece of salmon fell off, so I'm going to try it. Oh. It's a little soft still, but it's good. I don't know if you could see the color in it there. That's ready, I mean. Oh yeah. Smoky. Oh, that's fabulous. The smokiness kicks in after. Oh, it's gonna be good. I want it to be twice as done. But we're gonna run out of time. I'm gonna keep it going on the side of the fire tonight, but I thought I'd share the first bite with you. I was adjusting it and I bumped it or something and a little piece broke off. That's what happened. And sorry for gum smacking. Lip smacking. But definitely taste the oak flavor in it. Very good. So yeah, the sun is it's not starting to set, but the evening is setting in, I should say. This is what I'm after right here. This is blood orange. energy drink. Just rip that off. Grab my water real quick. And I do have more water caged, by the way, for tomorrow. So this is what we've got for today, and then I've got some a ways in from the trail. Just put a little bit in there to start. Dump your mix in. I'm also going to go with citrus. So this will be blood orange and citrus. Just put a little bit of water in the bottom before you put your powder in so it doesn't stick to the bottom. I'm going to go with a heavy dose of that. Yeah, that's good. And then there's one more in there, a low dose. And I've showed you guys this before. You take your lighter. By the way, Escape Adventures lighter there. It says Escape Adventures on the back. You get good, do the flip top. So anyways, what you do, you bend it over, just give it a quick melt. Like so. Give it a pinch and you're all sealed up. So I get 3 or 4 out of them. I was a little excessive on this one, but oh yeah, gotta get hydrated, you know. Now there's food dank, and there might be uncooked food dank on my my spork over there, so I'm just gonna use my blade. This probably has fish on it too, but what are you gonna do? Give it a quick stir and hydrate. Hydrate, cheers. Blood orange and citrus. That's pretty good. You enjoying the trip so far, guys? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. It's gonna be a long video. We're not even halfway done yet. Alright. What's next? What do we do next? Let's hang out. Watch the salmon smoke. Alright, she's simmering. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Oh, that's hot. Okay, it's been simmering all day, so it should be good. See how she tastes. I ate an onion earlier, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, let's try it. Oh yeah, with the beef bouillon in there, onion, pork, steak fat. It's really good. That's what I was after, the soup, the broth. The onions are a compliment too. Too hot to sip though. Look at that. I am gonna let this simmer a lot longer before I eat the meat. I'm just after the broth here. Oh yeah, that's so good. So good. I need the energy. Little tiny piece of salmon and a little bit of stew. That's all I've had today. That's it. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready for this salmon to be done. Well, a little more kickback time for old Escape. Yeah, now this side is not taut. That's because there's a big tree right over here. But it serves its purpose, and I just wanted to get it up by the camp. So it is what it is. Oh, also, by the way, you may see me doing live streams from time to time. I just get on and BS with the guys and the girls on there, you know? So if you don't like live streams, don't unsubscribe from my channel. There's going to be a lot more trips coming. I'm just getting back into, overnighters and 3-day trips. Like I said, my privileges have been escalated, and they're talking about letting me do a 3-day trip, and I'm going to try to make 2-day trips at least once a week. So if you see me on there goofing off and having fun, just ignore it. Or feel free to come in and hang out. Okay, this stew's got to be ready. Simmered down pretty good. Okay. Pork and steak look done. Let's go for some onion. Yeah, that's fabulous. That is fabulous. Here's that piece of pork. I can't wait to try that. Let's try it. That is so tender, and the flavoring, and the bouillon cube, the onions, the pepper. That is fabulous. The onion's almost like a soft jelly. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, I'm going to tear this up, and maybe we'll get into some fish here in a little bit. I would say we're into golden hour now, folks. Looking good. I got a new setup going here. Just raised the salmon up way higher. Gonna get the fire going here. That's what we're looking like for firewood. Lots of good hardwood in there. I'm gonna get a little more. Well, darkness has finally set in. I'm ready for a nice dark night in the woods. Let's check on that salmon. everyone, moment of truth. Look at what we have here. Some smoked salmon. I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna try one. Let me see if I can get my little rig going here. Oh, let's see if I can just... Yeah, that's what we want. Is that gonna work? This is not pre-planned. Let's try this. Is that gonna work? There we go. Okay, let's try this top one. I'm ready. Oh, this has been going all day and a better part of the night. Ooh, that's stuck right to it. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. That's success right there. Look at that. You can see it's nice and white inside, so it's cooked through. I'm gonna let this bottom one go for a little longer, I think. Sorry for the chewing, but I wanted to share. That's it right there. Oak smoked salmon all day and a better part of the night. This water here to wash it down. That's good. Well, I'm going to enjoy this in the dark, watching the fire. I'm going to put this one back on and let it go a little longer. But it's nice and tough on the outside. It's got a nice smoky flavor aftertaste. Very delicious. Well, good night, everyone. I'm all tucked in. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Waking up to a little bit of rain, but I slept very well. A little trouble getting to sleep, but once I was out, I was out. No idea what time it is, but I'm just gonna kick back here and enjoy the rain for a little bit. A little bit of trouble getting up this morning. I got up, made the bed. Noticed that I've got just enough water for a cup of coffee. I do have a stash, so we'll get that. But yeah, first order of business is getting the fire going and getting some coffee in me. Use my food bag as a pillow. It worked better than not having any pillow, I gotta say that. Alright, up and at 'em. Up and at 'em. Need a flat surface to shave fatwood. Perfect. This branch here is loaded with perfect sized twigs. Just brought my pack in. We'll lay here in the rain for a bit. Listen to the rain. Oh yeah, get a little bit of everything on this trip. So rather than laying down on the hard bench, I can kick back in here under the tarp in the hammock. I just gotta get my coffee though. Oh, there goes my straps. I can't lose those. Keep them up there. Yeah, there's my coffee pouch. All right. I'll stick this stuff in the pack. And we'll just kick back here for a little bit. Let the water heat up. Nothing but a light drizzle. So I'm ready for some coffee. All right, getting a little simmer there. What we have here, probably should let it sit for a little longer, but I need my coffee. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Anyways, yeah, beautiful morning. Birds are chirping. Rain's on and off, just light drizzle really. But quite a bit of cooking to do today. I'm rather excited. I'll be anxious to see if, well, Their steak's still good. Yeah, that's cool down in there. And our marinade from yesterday, so we'll have to get that on. Get that skewered up, get that going. I'll show you my little trick for skewering and making a rotisserie. Okay, I'm ready for this. Probably still a little hot. And I'm going to save this coffee pouch too, because you can get 2 out of these. I'm going to set it over on a stone over here, but here we go. Just about perfect. Could go a little longer, but that's good. I want to save the coffee in here. Get another decent sized strength coffee. Hear the birds going at it? Isn't that peaceful? This is healthy grains. 5 super grains in there. So this will get me by until we have our Speedies or steak. And look at that, the sun's coming out. It's more like a treat than a breakfast bar. Highly recommended. Looks like we have some fiddleheads here. I'm not 100% certain. It may be some other type of fern. I'm not exactly sure. But I saw wild strawberries starting out here. And I saw mustard, believe it or not. Out just poking around in the woods out here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just behind the lean-to. I haven't really pushed back into this part of the forest, but I'm looking for skewers so we can do up our Speedy sticks. Just beautiful out here. Look at this. Look at this. All untouched, you can tell. It's down trees, lots of dead standing. I mean, if this were camped, a lot of this stuff wouldn't be here. A lot of this good dead standing hardwood over here. But yeah, it's just, you can clearly tell that it's untouched. There's no sign of trails or anything. It's absolutely gorgeous out here, I'm telling you. Look at that tree. Took a crash. Now what I'm going to do is take the stick we used to cook the fish on, cut this head right off. It might catch a little bit, it is green. It's a hardwood saw blade. Just like so, and then we're going to cut that in half, right about there. Like that. And that's pretty close to half. Then we're going to spike these. Spike the thinner end. Nothing fancy, just so it's not blunt. something like that. And we'll need 2 more of those spikes. Okay, I picked up the fire a little bit. I've got our skewer set here. What we're gonna do, just drive these steaks in. They don't have to be real tight or anything like that. You want to be able to move them around, to be honest. Just from trying this before. That looks about right. So, we'll come along the other side or wherever you wish. Do the same thing. You could probably get away with 3 spikes for 2 skewers, but I'm going to use 4. And again, it doesn't have to be anything perfect. Just get them in there so they don't fall over. Then take your bush knife, and what we want to do here is just split this enough to slip your stick in between. So that way you can get very accurate rotation. Now you can more easily get your skewer in there. Just like that. And really, you've only got a grip on one side, but it's just nice to have both. Just like that. That way you can rotate this and it's nice and clamped down. So I'm going to do the same to the other side here, then we'll get skewering the meat. Actually, this example, I'll split it down a little further here and you'll see. But you're taking a risk on splitting the stick off, so that's the only thing. But as long as you're guiding the knife properly, you should be okay. That actually works a little better, to be honest with you. Like that. Nice and easy to rotate. And again, we'll pick this fire up, but I just wanted to make sure the coals are good and hot. A piece of pork. These are going to be killer, guaranteed. There is some steak in here too. Go a little heavier with the veggies on this one. Let's see if I can break that up a little bit. That one might fall off, but there's a lot of meat in here, guys. A lot of meat, lots of onions. Now, typically you would slide them really nice and tight together, but I'm going to leave it some space. Maybe now, let's push them all down. Just like so. Because I don't know if 2 skewers is going to be enough. Just like so. Oh man, we've got so much pork in here. Anyways, I'm going to do these up and then we'll set them. Okay, let's set our first stick. That's perfect. Look at that. It'll hold the rotation. That's what we're looking for. And there we have it. This one's half steak, pork, and all pork. Look at those bad boys. Yeah. Look at them. Haha, yes. Lots of marinade left. Why don't we throw a big chunk of New York strip steak in there? Great idea. Yeah. And we'll let that sit for a couple hours. Now, 3 or 4 hours. I just slid them closer together. I'm also going to bring them down a little bit closer to the fire. So now it's just a waiting game. They're dripping and the fat's starting to bubble out a little bit, so still going to be quite a while till they're ready. I ended up splitting these so we could slide them down closer to the flame. That'll speed it up quite a bit doing that. Looks like we're getting some rain. Got my bag under the lean-to. Brought my tools in. So hopefully it doesn't rain too hard. I'm really looking forward to these Speedies. Well, the rain really put a kink in my plan, huh? They're about halfway done. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I was thinking about putting the tarp over it, but I don't want to mess with that tarp. Guess all I can do is cover the coals at this point, right? Kind of got a log over top. Hopefully it dies down. Alright, well, let's not worry about it. Let's just let them go and kick back in the hammock for a while. See what happens. Just let the rain play out, hopefully, and then get the fire going again. But I was really counting on that flame to not quite sear, but like 4 inches below. Seems like it's dying down. Alright, well, I'm going to hit the hammock. It's been raining for about 20 minutes. Pretty solid like this. I did run out and throw a couple more logs on top of the coals to try to preserve it. As you can see, it's still smoking over there. But this is nice, you know. Hang out under the tarp, listening to the raindrops. Well, I've been under the tarp for about an hour, just kind of napping, fading in and out. I'm seeing little smoke gusts come through, but I'm thinking that that whole cook scene's pretty much ruined. So what I might have to do is just bag everything up and take it home. I'll put my steak in the Ziploc baggie my coffee pouches were in, and I'll wrap up the Speedies in an old grocery bag. I'm going to give it another hour. I've got plenty of time. But I just don't want to let that food go to waste. That's the main thing. It's a lot of good food there. But yeah, I've just been munching. I got my bag here, my food bag. I've just been munching on power bars, almonds, trail mix, things like that, little candies and stuff. But we'll give it another hour and see what happens. Well, the rain has finally stopped. Finally. So let's get back at it. Well, here's what we've got. They look done. They're a little wet. How's this one? Yeah, they could be done. We'll try them out here. Let me try a piece of steak. Try the onion first. Definitely not done. You can tell by the onion. Oh, wow. You can really taste the marinade. They were going all night. Little rare. They're definitely going to need to be cooked more. The meat anyways. I don't even want to try the pork because I know that it's not a good idea to eat red pork. So smoky aftertaste, but as you can see, that steak's really rare, so the pork's probably not done. However, wow, it's like a garlic herb smoky flavor to it. That's good. Sorry to chew with my mouth open. Yeah, the peppers are not done either. I mean, it's not thoroughly cooked. You can tell the edge is burnt from the flame, but no, that's really good. It kind of tastes pickled, you know. That's good. All right, we can eat a little bit. I just want to watch it with eating rare meat, you know what I mean? Oh, that's too good. Wow. If you could take my advice on anything, try this. I was just mainly fat there. Oh, man. Because, like, when the rain, I could see from the tarp the smoke just engulfing them. You can taste it, too. So I guess the steak's okay, but the pork, I'm not going to risk it. We'll check one out, though. Huh. Check out this end piece. I'm not eating it if it's still pink. No, that's still pink. I'm taking it home though. And you know, I just don't have the time to get the firewood, get the fire going, cook, eat, clean up, pack, and be out of time by then. I'm on a curfew, as I mentioned. I was lucky enough to get the time that I did, so that's how it is. Unfortunately, because of time restraints, we weren't able to get everything done because of the rain, but that's okay. Anyways, time to start breaking down. Real quick before we go, it's starting to rain, but I wanted to give you a shot of all the gear. Just about all packed up. Well, as you can see, I'm getting rained out again. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do that now. Feel free to leave me a comment. We'll see you on the next one.